up, guys? Killer Off-Road Hobbies here. Gary on the mic. Woo! And today we're going to be doing another comparison video between the Arrma Outcast 6S stunt truck and the Thunder Tiger MT4-g3, the legendary basher. Now, these two are going to be a lot closer of a comparison than the one yesterday with the MT4-10. And that's because you are going to have to pay quite a bit more for the MT4-10. Like I said in the video, I think it's worth it though. And if you got one, you would think it was worth it too. But these are the trucks we're going to focus on today. And yeah, we'll just dive into it right now. So the Outcast is relatively new. It hasn't been out all that long. The MT4-g3 has stood the test of time, and this is an absolutely legendary truck, and it deserves every single thing that's been said good about it. And I have said that several times, and I stand by it. That's why after the last raffle, I immediately bought myself one. And for any of you that think this is the same truck that was tested, it is absolutely not. Rich Duperbash can attest to the fact that this truck was absolutely brand new out of the box when I took it down to SAC to bash with him. Unfortunately, like I said before, also, I was having so much fun and everything, I didn't hear the low battery thing going off on my GoPro, and I missed the entire bash. That wasn't that long with this thing, but yeah, so this was my truck. I bought this truck after the raffle truck was already sent out and everything. If you don't believe me, I'm sure that Jacob Hogel, I think his name is, will attest to the fact that he has the raffle truck and everything. Anyways, let's focus on these. All right, now both of these are going to be considered 1/8 scale four-wheel drive monster trucks. They are both bash oriented trucks. They both have flat plate aluminum chassis, so they're basically the buggy style monster trucks, or truggy style. We'll go ahead and pull the bodies off, but I do want to say, I don't know if it's just because I like the truck so much or whatever, but I do like the look of the MT4 a little bit better. I do think that this is going to be a better body. I don't know what it was. I might have just had like a fluke type thing with the test rig, because this body is actually like doing what I thought it was going to do. These holes ripped out already. It's already ripping right here. I'll probably just go ahead and reinforce it, but this body, it's flimsy, and one thing I don't like is how it waves like that when you like have the nose up and you're jumping. I go whoa, like that. But I do like the look of the Thunder Tiger a little bit better, I am relatively ashamed to say. Okay, so if they look almost identical, that's because they are. These trucks are very, very, very similar. The only thing that I will say just right out of the gate is I do like the electronics that come in the Thunder Tiger better, except for the servo. I do like the servo that comes in the Arrma better, but you guys that have watched my channel, you know me. The Ripper combo is like is my favorite ready to run combo, and is just one of my favorite combos all around. Now, getting back to the trucks, like I said, these are very, very, very similar trucks. They both have pillow ball suspensions in the front, making everything adjustable. They both run 5mm CVD drive shafts all the way around. They both have 3mm aluminum shock towers. Although I will say that I think Arrma's are better made, because I don't know if it was just the first run of these that came out, but there was a lot of talk about the shock towers being easy to bend. I haven't experienced that at all with all the crazy stuff I've done with the two MT4-g3s I've had, and I have never bent a front shock tower on any of the Arrma vehicles I've had. I did bend my rear shock tower several times with the Creighton, but it was well deserved, and all I did was just take it off, hit it with a hammer, and bend it back. Now, both of these have a 3 diff setup, front, center, rear, front, center, rear. They are offset a little bit different. The Thunder Tigers is more towards the front. As you can see, it's right here, where the Arrma is more centered or slightly more towards the rear. Both of these come relatively same electronics. Like I said, they both have 4-pole brushless motors, and this has a 185 amp ESC, where this one has the 150 amp ESC, but I definitely like the Ace RC rebranded Quick Run Hobby Wing ESC much better. I do think that tires wise, the Outcast comes with better tires, and like I said, it's going to be absolutely similar in the rear, where you have your H-arms on the bottom with your camber links up top. Same thing on both sides, and they look to be about the same consistency, the same thickness, and everything. One thing that the Arrma does have on the MT4-g3 is it does have aluminum threaded bodied shocks, where the MT4-g3 just has aluminum shocks, and you have to use preload spacers to get more resistance in your shocks. They both come with a wheelie bar. The only difference is the wheelie bar on the MT4 is not attached. You have to put it on after you get the truck, where the Arrma Outcast just comes with it. And the Arrma Outcast also has a wing, which the MT4-g3 does not. So, I mean, that's basically the rundown. These things are about the same size. It looks like the MT4-g3 is just slightly bigger, has maybe an inch longer wheelbase, wheel nut to wheel nut. As far as being longer, if you include the wheelie bar and the tires, how far the tires stick out, because the tires stick out further than the bumper, you're gonna have about, looks to be about 3.5 to 4 inches longer total. So they're about the same size, a little bit longer on the MT4-g3. Go ahead and flip them up for you guys right there. I mean, it's just a little bit longer. The tires are slightly bigger, and let's do weight. Outcast is pretty heavy. I'd say they're almost the same weight too, though. You know, this thing does have added weight with these aluminum rods I put on top, but I would say they're about the same weight. The MT4 might be just slightly heavier than the Outcast. Well, outside of that, guys, I'm not really sure what to say about it. Both of these trucks are designed for bashing. Both of them are bash tested and approved. Out of the two of these trucks, I am going to have to say I like the MT4 better. The only reason being I've driven this once, and I have driven an MT4-g3 several times. So that could change. It could stay the same. I still have to run this thing on 6S. I still got to tune it a little bit, put a bigger opinion in it. But out of the box setup, I would have to give to the Outcast. The Outcast is just more solid out of the box. The MT4 tends to bleed a lot of power to the front without the center diff tuned. So that is something that is absolutely imperative when you get this thing. If you want to have, you know, relatively even distribution of power, you have to tune that center diff, and you have to tune it with thick silicone oil. I'm running a million weight. A million weight seems to be perfect. I did fix the front diff already, and instead of doing 200K in the front and 100K in the rear, I'm running 1 million center, 100 in the front, 100 in the rear. I still think that's going to be a little bit thick, but hey, if it is, you know, I can step it down if I don't like the way it's driving, because I did not like the way it was driving last time I took it out. It was just way too touchy, too sensitive, and I couldn't keep the front end on the ground. It was just pulling wheelies like crazy. I couldn't give it any throttle at all. Where this thing is a lot more composed. I haven't tuned any of the diffs yet. I do want to get the 6S running video in. But yeah, guys, that's where we're going to leave it. The Outcast and the MT4-g3, two powerhouses in the bashing world. Like I said, the Outcast is a relative newcomer. The MT4-g3 is a seasoned veteran. But both of these trucks are great. They're both at similar price points. When you can find this thing, you can get it for about $500, depending on where you go. You know, you can, Tower Hobbies has the Outcast a lot more. It's a lot more readily available, and you can sometimes get it for about $425. So, but value for price, both of these trucks have it. Just complete, utter, like blown out of the water. The value you get for the money you pay for these trucks is absolutely there, and these trucks are worth every penny, and they are just amazing machines. Like I said, if I had to choose one right now, I would go with the MT4-g3, just because I have a lot more experience with it. That could change by the end of my testing of the Outcast. I don't know, I might end up getting myself an Outcast and just like start having myself a lineup of just the top bashers out there. I don't know, guys. This is so cool, you guys, doing this for me, doing the raffle and everything. Let me test these trucks out for you. I can't thank you guys enough. This is like beyond words, like just makes my day every day when I think about the fact that you guys are like letting me test these trucks that you guys are like throwing in the money for, and then we get to do the fun of the raffle and everything. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It is so cool, you guys. It is so awesome you guys are doing this for me. So anyways, we'll have the raffle for this. I'm hoping not by the end of this week, but 2 Saturdays from now. So not this weekend, but the weekend after. I'm hoping on Sunday to go ahead and get this thing raffled off. The Psycho raffle is not going well. People don't want the Psycho. So I think I'm just going to keep it and go ahead and throw those couple donations into the next raffle. And we'll go ahead and open that on a video I'll be posting very shortly. But this is Killer Off-Road Hobbies. You know, Thunder Tiger MT4-g3. Arrma Outcast 6S, awesome rigs, both of these guys. I would recommend both of these trucks already. I know this thing's going to be an awesome truck, and I know this thing's an awesome truck. You guys, take it easy. Get out there, get an RC, have some fun, and we'll see you here on the next video. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you want to be part of the Killer Off-Road Hobbies team. Go ahead and click that bell if you want to be notified to any of my newest uploads. Check out the description. There's going to be the donation link where you can get in on the next raffle. And we're just going to keep this ball rolling, guys. Get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you again. Peace.